Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The state of our economy is still fragile. Inflation has been near or above 5% for months, which rampant government spending has a lot to do with. In New York State, which I represent a portion of, tens of thousands of jobs were lost in the month of April, and overall consumer confidence also dipped. It truly does appear as if our economy is heading in the wrong direction. Small businesses are now facing these turbulent economic times after surviving COVID and having to contend with many regulations which could stifle economic growth, prevent entrepreneurs from achieving their full potential, and frankly, prevent folks from living out their American dream. Entrepreneurs and small businesses drive the American economy. In 2019, the Small Business Administration calculated that close to 44% of our GDP was a result of small businesses. We should be doing everything we can to promote investment, promote entrepreneurship, and foster small business growth, whether it be cutting red tape, providing additional access to capital, or simply getting government out of the way of entrepreneurship. Which is why I asked my colleagues to support my bill, the Helping Angels Lead Our Startups Act, otherwise known as the HALOS Act. The HALOS Act will promote access to investment capital for small companies and ensure that startups can continue to generate buzz and interest and connect with investors. It will do this by ensuring that demo days, pitch competitions, and community economic development events where there is no specific investment offering are not considered general solicitation under Reg D. In doing so, companies will be able to engage with a wider audience of investors and spread word of the products and services that they can offer to help develop a thriving and diverse economy. As former Chairman Hensarling said, our economy works better for all Americans when small businesses can focus on creating jobs rather than navigating bureaucratic red tape. Barriers like the general compliance requirements on general solicitations can reduce opportunities for small businesses, entrepreneurs, and everyday investors, as they both soak up the amount of time and resources needed, but also deter small businesses who are afraid of unintentionally violating these laws. We have seen many successes from and since the passing of the Bipartisan Jobs Act over a decade ago that help reduce barriers to investment. The HALOS Act is a logical next step on the long road of clarifying and modernizing rules that will enable startups to find the resources they need to grow and thrive. The bill defines an angel investor and clarifies the definition of general solicitation to ensure that startups have the opportunity and ability to discuss their products and business plans at certain events known as demo days. Angel investors not only play a major role in financing individuals' efforts to pursue their dream and start a business, but also often provide a wealth of advice and support to these startups. By facilitating angel investment, we can work towards a stronger, more dynamic economy, lifting up entrepreneurs of all ages, and ensuring they have access to the early capital they require. In addition to driving economic force, angel investors provide, by supporting tens of thousands of small companies per year, long-term impact can be seen as companies such as Amazon, Costco, Facebook, Google, and Starbucks were all initially funded by angel investors. By alleviating burdens on businesses, cutting red tape, and making capital raising in our public markets easier and less costly for emerging companies, not only will we be clearing the way for businesses to expand and develop, but we will also be helping to build a more diverse and inclusive universe of entrepreneurs and founders by expanding opportunities to underrepresented entrepreneurs and communities facing capital formation challenges. The HALOS Act will simply allow folks to get eyes on their businesses and potentially find the vital investor they need to succeed. Once again, I urge all of my colleagues to support this common sense and bipartisan measure to help our small businesses. I yield back my time.